Welcome back to the C Block, or the third section of Weed Talk News. I'm Elena Pinto. Next up, we go to West, to Washington State, where Matthew Friedlander reports on the Washington Sun and Craft Growers Cup. His Cannabis Alliance is prepping for its 9th annual Cannabis Summit. So here's Matt.
Hi, I'm Matthew Friedlander, coming to you from the owner's office here at Skagit Organics with the Washington State Cannabis Report for Weed Talk News. I hope you all had a great 420 holiday. I know we had a lot of fun around here. I attended the Washington Sun Craft Growers Craft Cup, well-attended event. Great to see our farmers, cannabis farmers here in Washington, get some love and respect for the work that they do. The LCB continues to move forward on a number of different sections of rules, but most importantly, the THC bill that was passed last year that classifies any product containing cannabinoids, whether it came from hemp or not, as cannabis if it contains any detectable amounts of THC in it. The LCB also moves forward with rulemaking regarding the excise tax removal for registered cannabis patients. That bill goes into effect June 6th, but it looks like with the rulemaking schedule the LCB has put out, the excise tax will not be removed until sometime in September. So we're keeping an eye on that. And then May 10th here in Washington, the Cannabis Alliance is hosting their 9th annual Washington Cannabis Summit. I will be moderating a panel there. We've got a lot of great conversation planned. There are virtual options if you want to attend that. So look up the Washington Cannabis Summit here in Washington, hosted by the Cannabis Alliance. So that's what I've got for you out of Washington this week. My name is Matthew, reporting for Weed Talk News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Just south of Washington State is Oregon, where there's a sad story about a worker who passed away after a machine he was assembling exploded. There is now a wrongful death suit filed on behalf of the workers. Here's Marianne Corsagi with her Oregon report this week.
I'm Marianne from Alibi with this week's Oregon Cannabis Report for Weed Talk News. A lawsuit was filed this week in the death of a man who was helping to assemble BHO extraction equipment. The business was operating illegally and without proper permits. Sadly, there was a leak and a man died from the resulting explosion. Next, Oregon-based Grown Rogue has expanded into Michigan through the purchase of Golden Harvests. It's exciting to see Oregon business expanding across the states. Next, Oregon-based Entourage Cannabis is leading the development of national standards for pre-rolls. Tucker Holland is writing the standards and driving the national conversation. Entourage Cannabis is known for their quality, so it will be great to see these standards enacted. And finally, U.S. Congresswoman Lori Chavez de Remer visited Alibi's farm this week. She's up to speed on the issues faced by cannabis businesses and hopefully will be a good advocate at the federal level. That's the Oregon Cannabis Report for this week. I'm Marianne with Alibi for Weed Talk News.
In Missouri, that state broke a sales record for the month in March when they sold $123 million of weed. So this year, there was great anticipation that daily and weekly sales would explode. Well, things didn't work out that well, since that state's industry uses Dutchie for its tracking of the product from seed to sale. When that platform crashed on 420, operators were not too pleased, to say the least, and actual sales figures are still being tabulated. Brandon Jones has our Missouri report.
Hey everybody, it's Brandon Jones with Big Green Distribution with the Missouri Canner Support for Weed Talk News. And yes, 420 just happened. Fun all over the place. Parties with 311. We had lots of local artists. Backyard party, because here in Missouri it's recreational, so you could have a little get together, have some live music, and partake on 420 in your own space, or you could go downtown, go to the different events, and crash all the parties. Here in Missouri, we still are a little bit of an issue, though. If you try to go to the after party that has alcohol, they're not going to allow cannabis even on 420. So we had some after parties on 420 that didn't even allow cannabis. Other worries we had about 420 here in Missouri is processing. Oh, man. Some dispensaries were doing over 400 transactions per hour, and then they had the unforsaken, as we knew, Dutchie crash. It went very slow. So it went over 500 transactions an hour to just around 100. So, only 20% of what they were producing before this little glitch happened again for Dutchie's processing software here in Missouri again. I love their slippers. They're a great company. They try to be, do everything they can. But again, 420 has happened 3 years in a row here with some issues with transactions and processing. And obviously people don't want to wait that long. They don't want to not have their cannabis. And obviously the retailers would like to be able to sell their products. So we did have some hiccups here still. It's still the very beginning of cannabis here. So we're trying, but we did get to enjoy it. We had a lot of fun. So if you're in Missouri, remember, come smoke anywhere you want, as long as it's private land. Celebrate 420. I'm Brandon Jones with Big Green Distribution with the Missouri Cannabis Report for Weed Talk News. Have a great week. Stay educated and medicated.
2 more items before we get to the Bay State Report. First, congratulations goes out to longtime sponsor of Pro Cannabis Media, Cannatrol. The Vermont-based company has secured 2 European patents to protect its proprietary technology. That technology retains an average of 16% higher terpene retention when compared to traditional drying and curing methods. This is according to testing by the Cannabis Research Coalition. So congrats to them. Plus, keep this next story in mind the next time you buy rolling papers. A research study by Lake Superior State in Michigan found traces of heavy metals in colored rolling papers after testing 50 different brands. In fact, 1/4 of the brands tested had elevated percentages of copper in them. So if you are going to use papers, perhaps use the traditional ones that you can find out there. Now it's time for the Bay State Cannabis Report with PCM founder Jimmy Young, who did a little bud crawl on 420 and discovered a distribution center for Delta 8 products in Massachusetts.
Welcome to Moosa's Place. That's right, M-O-U-S-A, Moosa. And here is Moosa International. Hey, Moosa, this is all the most wild paraphernalia I've seen in a long time in one place.
Most definitely. I'm pretty proud of it, too.
Well, the first thing you did was bring me to this little dabbing rig by Crave. You want to walk me through this?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me show you what we got going on right now. So we came through with the brand Crave. We decided to bring it to the next level with some dabbing accessories and different glass. And we continue to go to the next level by making sure we satisfy every customer's cravings.
Now, cravings, I got it. I got that, right? These are available in licensed dispensaries and also convenience stores and gas stations, correct?
Most definitely. We have accounts as far as dispensaries, gas stations, smoke shops, and we're going to try to continue to grow.
Now, these are products that are using Delta 8, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're making THCA. Explain to my audience, if you will, what is THCA?
THCA is a pretty much THC, but with A at the end. And what happens is
whoa! I am shocked to hear that.
And what happens is it's federally legal, but
are you an attorney?
It's because
are you a judge?
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, this is what I've heard on the market. As far as I'm concerned, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't get you high unless you fire it up.
That's right. That's the whole. By the way, that's why it's in a flammable device. But that's okay. Are you afraid that you're going to be over-regulated? They're going to regulate you out from doing that? It's not you. You're not selling it. You're providing the seller the product, correct?
That is correct. We're distributors.
Distributors. That's the word I was looking for. But unless it's in front of me on a teleprompter, I can't think of this. Yeah. All right. And yes, I am a little under the influence. All right. So where's our next stop? These 2 aisles are extremely colorful. I'm going to go down this one because... Now, wait a second. I didn't know that you could sell Benadryl, Claritin, Motrin, Aleve, Tylenol, PM, and, 500 milligrams. You don't have arthritis strength? No. Tylenol, what's up with that?
Coming on the way.
All right. Zengaz lighters. Now, what's so special about a Zengaz lighter?
Well, they're windproof.
Oh, look at that. It looks like a propane torch.
Yeah, they're windproof for one, and they sell really well. They're doing great.
Uh-oh. Mr. Bick doesn't like you.
No, definitely not.
Let's see what else we got here.
I love this guy.
You love this guy. All right, where are we going here? What do we got here?
Over here is the nicotine vapes.
Oh, the nicotine vapes. Now, you're giving these to you're distributing them to smoke shops all over the
Gas stations.
Massachusetts.
Yep, and gas stations, convenience stores. Yep, absolutely.
All right. And are they moving out of here like hotcakes?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Like Musa. He's most definitely. He's Musa most definitely.
Most definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, we're gonna go to the back room now. I remember this room.
This is where the magic happens.
Now, why do you say that?
Because this is where you make love to the cannabis.
Ah, with rolling papers, right? Ah, when you've got it between your fingers. I got you.
Exactly.
Now, I'm looking above here, and I see Natty Organic hemp wraps.
Right.
What the hell's a hemp wrap?
I mean, a hemp wrap is a wrap made from hemp.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Which of all these papers, and we got to get over to Bob Marley because one love, man.
For sure.
And talk a little bit. How did you get involved with the Marley brand?
I kind of had to have it. It's a really popular brand, and it competes with a lot of big competitors.
Like Zigzag and Raw?
Yeah,
Yep.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Is that your favorite saying, most definitely?
Absolutely.
Oh, good job. Oh, is he versatile or what? Musa, you're versatile, you're mobile, you're a good man.
Yes, sir.
I wish you best of luck.
I appreciate you coming. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
I'm PCM founder Jimmy Young, and this is the Bay State Cannabis Report. First, an announcement. One of the best and biggest annual cannabis celebrations in the Bay State is the Town Throwdown. It's been held in Spencer, Mass. for many years and draws vendors and musicians and artists from all over the state. Well, this year it will be held on August 25th at the Boston City Hall Plaza. Now, last weekend, we all know, it was 420, and Massachusetts set sales records for the day and for the week. The Bay State sold $8.6 million on that one day, and now the state has passed the $8 billion mark since its launch in 2018. So make it, grow it, and enjoy it in Massachusetts. Now, last weekend I did a bud crawl of sorts at a few destination dispensaries in the Boston area. I started at Nudea on the corner of Lansdowne Street and Brookline Ave, just beyond the left field wall at Fenway Park. Nudea has plenty of room on its dispensary floor, and $1,000 was up for grabs at the Not Finna SKATE competition, skate. 16 of the best skateboarders competed in a game of horse with skateboards from around the Commonwealth, matching tricks and flips on their boards. John McParland of Ipswich won the gold and the $1,000 prize that included a gift set from the sponsors. Ben Tenner of Watertown came in second place, while pro skater Brian Reed was the official scorekeeper. And Nick Big Murray, owner of Fancy Lad Skateboards, was the official referee. Next up was Rooted In. That's the dispensary on Newbury Street in Boston. Business was booming, and I had to find out if I had heard what I had heard was true, was that one of Boston's greatest rock bands, The Cars, had their recording studio there.
So where are we right now? This seems like the bowels of Rooted In.
This is the bowels, would be correct. So this is actually a false floor that we had to build out because this was the recording studio for The Cars. So when we go into here,
Let's say that again. This was the recording studio for The Cars.
it is funny. A lot of people have no clue who The Cars are.
I understand.
Yes,
all the OGs,
but the OGs,
dude. The OGs, baby.
And then I will bring you into our lovely VIP room.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
oh yeah. So just
Everybody go, ooh.
From there, I crossed town to Jamaica Plain to check in on Seed, a women-owned and operated dispensary that still features a cannabis social equity museum in the same space as their dispensary. And if you haven't been at all to Seed, hey, it is worth the destination. Now, I've always enjoyed the documentation of the history of the fight for legalization. In the fall of 2016, it became a reality in the Commonwealth when voters supported the legalization initiative at the polls.
That'll do it for this week's Weed Talk News. I'm Elena Pinto. Remember, you can find the entire full show on Mondays on the procannabismedia.com website, or wait for each block to be released on Monday through Wednesday on our YouTube channel and LinkedIn pages. Also remember, it's a whole new world of weed out there, so use it responsibly, and we'll see you next time.
And what we want to do is we want to help birth some new entrepreneurs, because you need capital to be able to do that. You know, we feel like the social equity licenses are a first start, but if you don't give that person cash or credit or money, it's like giving someone a Ferrari with no gas in it. You can't get any place.